The rug on the screen is a Bakhtiari from 1930, but it's also known as a rescue rug. Discussing this process is Margaret Jasper, a noted collector and dealer in Persian rugs, who recently, on a trip to Iran, visited a rug rescue centre. Now, Margaret, how did you first react when you saw the centre?
I hadn't seen it before, so it was a surprise to me. I'd seen it in pictures, but it was just magic. It was fantastic. I was running around like a kid in a lolly shop.
Clearly the rugs in question have some kind of artistic or decorative value, but maybe they've been languishing in people's homes or stored at the back somewhere, not seeing the light of day. So from your perspective then, how important is the work to rescue those rugs?
It's very important. It's not only important, it's essential, because there are less and less rugs available, and in old rugs and in the new work that's coming through, it is not generally as imaginative or as well made as in the past.
When you visited the rug rescue headquarters, you saw so many rugs just sitting outside in the sun. So what was actually going on there?
It was a section of the process. The rugs are first shaken vigorously to remove loose dirt. Then they move them to a connected area where they're hosed down and hair shampoo is squirted on them out of a squeezy bottle, and a machine that looks like a ride-on street sweeper is driven up and down the concrete over and over again, scrubbing the carpets and giving them an absolute workout. Then young lads hose these carpets down until the water runs clear, and not only is the dirt washed out, of course, but all the suds are washed out too. At this point, they go into the sun, which is the bit I saw, out into the full sun on big beds of pebbles, and they're left out to dry for a couple of days. They're pulled into shape and is in as good a shape as they can get outside. When I was there, the daily temperature would have been close to 40 degrees. It's an arid environment, so it's a quick dry, which is fantastic for wool. The next step is the examination of the rugs by the carpet menders, who fix anything that's required.
In terms of rescuing these rugs, how much of a skill is required to do the job, and how common is that skill?
The people I deal with in the specific circumstance are quite rare. That particular place that I go to would be the biggest in Iran. It's not huge, but my contact is the biggest in rug rescue. He has terrific connections all over the cities and outlying towns all over Iran. He has a team of people who door knock with new carpet saying, "Would you like a new carpet and we'll take away your old carpet?" The old rugs go into the rescue situation.
From what you've gleaned, how do you think this rescue service started?
I think originally it was done because it just provided another product to the dealers, like we might recycle various things. The Iranians have a strong preference for new work. They prefer to own new rugs. At the same time, Europe and Australia and the rest of the world seem to have a growing demand for older work. So the rescue service is actually now satisfying two important needs.
Margaret, was this a place that anyone could visit, or did you really have to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody in order to be able to see it?
You had to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. This is the first time I've been there in all the time that I've been going to Iran. And I went because my dealer was running out of product to sell me. And so he knew that I'd buy some more, but he didn't have any more to sell me. So we went to the processing area, and it was like picking cakes out of an oven before they baked. So I was able to go around and just choose things that weren't ready yet.
And did you choose some works from the place?
Yes, I did.
And you're happy with them?
Absolutely, they're gorgeous.
So Margaret, if somebody comes into your shop and they're looking to buy a rug and they choose a rescue rug, or they ask for one specifically, what advice would you give them?
When you're buying a rug, you need to buy a rug that speaks to you. No point in buying it just for the looks of it. You buy a rug that speaks to you because you will have it for a long time. And over time you will see more and more out of that rug. It will give and give over years.